This is one fact about every killer in Dead by Daylight. Remember, if you like this video, subscribe and leave a like. Trapper. In early Dead by Daylight, the trap placing animation for Trapper used to take a whopping 6 seconds. Wraith. In the game files, the Wraith is sometimes nicknamed as Bob. I'm not sure why. Hillbilly. The Hillbilly's favorite superhero is Batman, as shown in his legendary skin, Twisted Hero. Nurse. The nurse looks the way she does because before being taken into the entity's realm, she had been in the back of an ambulance when it crashed. Shape. Michael Myers is called the Shape in Dead by Daylight because that is what he's referred to as in the credits on Halloween. Hag. Believe it or not, the Hag is actually just 18 years old. She looks much older than she is due to her using the power of the hexes. Doctor. The Doctor's illusionary clones used to not take on the user's equipped cosmetics, instead always defaulting to the Doctor's base look. The Huntress is actually a were-elk. This is a mix between a wolf and an elk. This is shown in her were-elk skin, but also in her blotted skin. Cannibal. There is a theory that the cannibal actually makes the survivor pudding we see in the game. This theory stems from the fact that the cannibal and survivor pudding released around the same time. Nightmare. He's a pedophile. Pig. The pig has the shortest Mori animation in the game, clocking in at around 7 seconds. Clown. The reason the clown has an obsession with fingers is because his dad would point at him whenever he did something wrong, leading to his weird obsession with fingers as he got older. So the clown definitely has daddy issues. Spirit. The Spirit is actually one of the most innocent killers in the game, having done nothing wrong as a human. Legion. Since the Legion is technically 4 different killers, I'll give a fact about Frank, Julie, Susie, and Joey. Frank has a more metallic voice when you equip the Atlas Flint Mask or Covert Hoodie. Julie is dating Frank. Susie is canonically bisexual. Joey shaves his head because he pulls his hair out when he's stressed. Plague. The Plague is the oldest killer in the game as she comes from Babylonia from between 539 to 1895 BC. Ghostface. Ghostface is the entity's favorite killer. We know this because the entity helps the tassels on Ghostface's robe float, and because of his perk, I'm all ears, where the entity helps Ghostface block off gens. Demogorgon. The Demogorgon is one of the few killers to have a unique hatch closing animation, closing the hatch using both hands instead of stomping on it. Oni. The Oni is the spirit's great grandpa, meaning the Oni is actually an Unk. Deathslinger. Hellshire Penitentiary, which is the jail the Deathslinger was held in, is located in Nebraska. Executioner. Pyramid Head's default Mori is partially inspired by a death cutscene seen in Silent Hill 2 during a boss fight with Pyramid Head. Blight. The Blight was previously a survivor named Talbot Grime before slowly being corrupted into a killer due to the Blighted Serum. Twins. If a survivor in the deep wounded state is trapped inside of a locker by Victor after the deep wound timer runs out, the survivor will automatically exit the locker and destroy Victor before collapsing. Trickster. The Trickster was the first killer in the game to have voice lines throughout the match. Nemesis. When the Nemesis was first released, certain windows had to be vertically extended to accommodate the Nemesis's hulking height. Cenobite. You can stop the Cenobite from teleporting to you when solving the boss by stunning him mid-teleport. This is really rare though, and will probably never happen. Still cool though. Artist. The Artist is the only killer in the game to make a unique sound when falling from a tall height. There are 5 different variations you can Onryo. The Onryo's breathing sounds like ocean waves. This is because her father is a demonic sea monster. Dredge. A horse head will flop out of the Dredge's body after idling in the lobby for long enough. This horse is actually the clown's horse, named Maurice, and he can be seen on the map Father Campbell's Chapel. Mastermind. The Mastermind is the only killer in the game to purposely inject himself with the Blighted Serum instead of the Blight forcing it upon them. It's thought that the Mastermind did this as he wants to become more powerful and has seen what the Blighted Serum has done to other killers. Knight. No, not covering this. Skull Merchant. Nobody actually cares about this killer except for Pixel Bush. Singularity. When controlling the Singularity's biopods, a string of numbers will be displayed on its HUD. This is actually binary code, and when converted, it spells out entity. Xenomorph. The Xenomorph can't hear the hatch while inside of its tunnels. Good guy. Chucky will have a special voice line when interacting with another pop culture icon, such as Nicolas Cage.
Wait a minute. I know that guy.
Unknown. If you talk, draw, mimic, show a video, show a picture, or even think about the unknown, it'll cause the unknown to appear and then attack you. Lich. The Lich has a sigil on the back of its neck. This is actually called the Mark of Negation and prevents the Lich from being too powerful. Dark Lord. The Dark Lord's castle will appear on every non-licensed map. Houndmaster. The Houndmaster is thought to know and be friends with the clown due to this voice line she says during one of her Moris. How she knows or even became friends with the clown, no one knows. Ghoul. The Ghoul is the only killer in the game with a P100 unlockable. When reaching P100 on the Ghoul, behavior will actually email you telling you to kill yourself. This is presumed to be because you're playing the Ghoul. Animatronic. The creator of FNAF, Scott Cawthon, personally helped Behavior design Springtrap. Crossu. The Crossu's head form is voiced by Roxana BL, which may not seem interesting to you at first until you realized she also voiced the female Nemesis zombie. And that was one fact about every killer in Dead by Daylight. If you'd like to see more content from me, go check out my TikTok and turn your notifications on.